There were probably about a dozen officiating errors in this game, which is not a bad number. But except for a traveling call that the referees missed on Colson and a basket interference by Nebo, all the other errors that I saw were to the benefit of Panathinaikos. So,
welcome to another episode of Give Me Control, hosted by Donatas Urbanas, alongside former top-level European referee and referee coach Todd Warnick. Apologies for any background noise, as I'm currently in Frankfurt's airport en route to Monaco. Actually, same spot as 2 weeks ago, but with a different outcome, because last time Panathinaikos were complaining about the referees a lot, and now we have Maccabi voicing complaints about the officiating. And in this episode, our focus shifts to Panathinaikos Game 5 victory over Maccabi, 81-72. And in the post-game press conference, Maccabi head coach Oded Katash raised concerns about the refereeing, saying, quote-unquote, "We never talked about the referees throughout the series, but maybe we should. Knowing Game 5 in a very physical game by both sides, if I take out the last 4 shots of Lorenzo Brown, it was 35-6 in free throws. Maybe that's a coincidence, but that's a crazy number. We as a club, players and coaches, showed more respect to basketball and to the Euroleague throughout the series than some of the people that were on the court tonight." He also said that, "I don't want to talk too much, but we knew we need to be up by 15 to get a win by 1 point. I think everyone saw what happened in the second half." So there are a few important moments to address, but I will start with something that is clear to everyone. When a fan checks the box score and notices a significant difference in free throws, such as 35-10, they often think it was one-sided refereeing. How do referees read the box score? What key numbers do they prioritize? And how will you justify such a contrast in the Maccabi and Panathinaikos game?
Hi, Donatas. Nice to be here again. Let's start with the free throws. So the final number was 35-10, as you noted. It's a little bit unfair in one sense, because referees don't go out there, they don't count fouls, and they don't count free throws during a game. And it's a little bit unfair in the sense that Maccabi clearly wasn't saving any fouls last night, and they weren't going to let, especially the big guys, have any easy baskets last night around the basket. Of course, the big guys from Panathinaikos, when I looked at the box score, it seems like they had 28 of the 35 free throws, including 14, of course, by Lesor, who only made 3 of those. So it was a good strategy by Maccabi to foul Lesor and send him to the free throw line last night. So Maccabi had some disadvantages around the basket, and they made more fouls. On the other hand, if you look at the errors that were made in the game in total, there were probably about a dozen officiating errors in this game, which is not a bad number. That's a pretty good number for a game like this. Physical, 5th game, huge crowd, big pressure. So we had 10 to 12 errors. That's not terrible. But except for a traveling call that the referees missed on Colson in the, I believe it was in the second quarter at 7:52, and a basket interference by Nebo right after that at 6:21, which was inconsequential because Panathinaikos got the rebound and none scored on the play. So except for these 2 plays, all the other errors that I saw in the game were to the benefit of Panathinaikos. So, when referees, there are always going to be mistakes in a game, and that's part of the game. And I think everybody expects that there are going to be some referee mistakes that are part of the game. But I think there's an expectation by the teams, certainly by the fans, and even by the referee departments, that somehow those errors in officiating are going to pretty much equal each other, and they're not going to be 10 on one side and 2 on the other side. And unfortunately, in this game, of the about a dozen errors dozen officiating errors that were in this game, most of them benefited, unfortunately, Panathinaikos.
Watch the full episode exclusively on BN Plus. Subscribe at basketnews.com/plus to discover why Todd Warnick was critical of certain referee decisions and learn more about his ties with Maccabi.